Okay, we're in Microsoft Excel and we're going to look at 3 different ways of creating a dynamic drop-down list where the data for the list appears on another sheet. So if I add new names to any of these 3 lists, I want the drop-downs to pick up those new entries. Now the first method will be to simply select the list on the other sheet, but to include some additional rows. Now you could go down as far as you like, but I'll just go down to row 10, click on OK. Now this works, but you do get this gap at the end. If I add Belinda, you'll see it picks up Belinda, but I've still got this gap at the end there. And that's because of the blank cells that I selected. Now, if you're bothered by that gap, easily solved. What you do is you put a dot to the right of that colon within that source range, and that'll trim that range to only include cells that contain a value. That's got rid of that gap. Okay, second method. Put this data in a table. So if I go Insert Table or Control-T on your keyboard, I do have headers, so I tick that box there. So it's called Table 4. Let's just give it another name, Names 2. Now tables are dynamic, so if I add new names within this table, it will automatically grow. So let's refer to that table. So you can see it picks up those names. What if I add another name? Now, unfortunately, it doesn't pick it up, and that's because it's on a different sheet. Now, I'll just undo that. The way to get around this is to give this table a name. So I'm going to select those cells again. And in the name box, I'm going to give it a name. I'll call it Names 3. So now, if I delete that current source, press F3 on my keyboard, select Names 3, click on OK. If I then add Belinda, this will now pick it up. So on and so forth. It's completely dynamic. Now what happens if I delete a name within this list? I end up with a gap. So how are we going to get around this? Well, let's put this one in a table. We'll call it Names 4. Now what I'm going to do is create another version of this data using TOCOL. Now what's quite nice about TOCOL is it allows you to deal with blank cells, so we can ignore blanks. So for example, if I delete Brenda, you can see it creates that array without the blank. I could even sort these names. Now, if I refer to that formula in my data validation, you'll see it works. So what I would do is I'd refer to that cell with the formula in and then just put a hash after that cell address. See, it returns those names without any gaps. And if I add a new name here, automatically going to appear in this list in alphabetical order.